guys, Kate here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. So the other week in my blogger mail video I showed you my collection of Too Faced Melted Matte lipsticks. I have the complete collection and I asked you if you would like to see a lip swatch video, and a lot of you guys said that you would, so I have that for you today. So let's get straight into it. So I'm going to start by saying the formula of these is absolutely lovely. I've really been getting on with them. I love them so much. The shades are beautiful. They have some nude shades, they have some vibrant shades, they have some really dark shades as well. There is literally something for everybody in this collection. I just think it is so beautiful. Consistency wise, they apply really nicely. They do go on slightly drier than other liquid lipsticks that I have. Some of my other ones have more of a wet consistency, but they just take longer to dry. These don't feel particularly dry on the lips. It's literally just when you put them on, but they dry a lot quicker than the other liquid lipsticks that I have. These literally last for hours as well. You can eat, you can drink, and they're not going to budge from your lips. They're going to stay exactly where you put them. You don't need to use a lip liner with these either. They're so pigmented that they just completely cover your lips and they don't bleed or anything like that with them being matte. If I find that my lips are getting a little bit dry throughout the day, I just put a tiny bit of lip balm over the top and that sorts them out completely, but I definitely wouldn't say that you need anything on top of these. With them being a matte liquid lipstick, obviously they are going to be drying because all liquid lipsticks that are matte are. So with that being said, I'm going to get straight into swatching these shades for you and say a little prayer right now for my lips because there are 19 shades here. So the first shade that I have here is called Miso Pretty, and it's a lovely sort of peachy, milky, pinky shade. It's a really pale nude. I think this would look so nice with pale skin. My skin is quite tanned at the moment, so I don't think it looks great on me right now, but when I don't have tan on, I absolutely love this shade. It's just a lovely sort of everyday shade, or you could pair it with a smoky eye and it would look absolutely gorgeous. It's one for all times of year and I just think it's a gorgeous sort of staple colour. Next up we have Child Star, and this is a nude again. It's more brown toned and it does have a pink undertone, which I personally like because I have olive skin, so it just kind of wakes my complexion up a little bit. But I just think this is such a nice colour. If you're pale, this will look more brown on you, whereas if you're my sort of colour, it'll look more of like a nude, but I just think it is such a pretty shade. Another nude is Sellout. This is more of a peachy shade and this looks so beautiful with a tan. I just think that it is so pretty. It's a really nice sort of summery nude, and again it'll go with such a variety of different looks. Moving into a bit of colour now while still being muted. This shade is called Queen Bee. It's basically just sort of a muted mauve shade. It's a nice shade for when you want to wear a nude lip, but you also want a little bit of colour at the same time. It just kind of incorporates both, and I think it's a really pretty shade. Next is Marcia, Marcia, Marcia. This is a beautiful pink shade and it is quite pale. It's not too in your face, and I think that it's a really wearable pink. The last of the nudes is called Cool Girl, and this is a lovely light sort of caramel nude. Next we have Feelin Myself. This is such a pretty peach shade. I think this is the perfect shade for summer. I think it'll go with a tan, and I also think that it'll look so nice on pale skin and on dark skin as well. Next up is 1998. This is more of a vibrant pink. It's got a blue base and it's quite sort of Barbie-esque. Again, I think that this would be lovely on any skin tone. It's Happening is a really bright fuchsia colour. This is definitely in your face, but I think that it's such a lovely shade for summertime. Next we have Bend and Snap. I absolutely love the name of this. I love Legally Blonde. This is just sort of a purpley pink shade. Next up is Mrs. Roper. This is my absolute favourite shade out of the collection. I've got it on my lips today and it is just the perfect summer shade. It's really a tomatoey, orangey red. I just think it is so beautiful. It stands out so much. It's almost neon and it just looks so pretty with a tan. It is definitely my summer shade. I am absolutely loving it. By the way, I've done a makeup tutorial on this look, so stay tuned for that if you want to see me create this look. Next up is Lady Balls. I really like the name of this. I said this in my blogger mail video, but you do need lady balls to wear this. It's just a true classic red. Like, Like, if you are after a red shade, this is the perfect red shade to go for. I also absolutely love my reds to be matte. I just think it has such a lovely classy finish. I tend to not really like a lot of reds that have a shine. I'm very picky with them, so this is the absolute perfect red in my opinion. And it has a blue undertone which makes your teeth appear whiter. Unlike this one, Mrs. Roper, this does have quite a yellowy orange undertone, so it can make your teeth look a little bit yellow, but you know what, I can deal with it. I absolutely love this shade. Next up is Unicorn. This is like one of my favourite types of lipstick to wear in autumn, winter time. I like purples, I just think they're a bit funky and a bit different, and I think this is a really nice shade. Next up is Drop Dead Red, which is a reddish brown shade. It's definitely brown, but it has red undertones. It's very vampy. I think this would be a perfect winter shade. Next up we have On Point, which is sort of like a really deep reddish purple shade. I think this is another lovely one for like autumn, winter time. I think this would look so nice just with a simple cat flick. Next we have a navy blue called Who's Zoomin Who. You guys know that I like shades like this. I just think they're a bit different and a bit cool, and yeah, this is so pretty on. Next up is a chocolate brown. This one's called Naughty by Nature. I love this shade. If you're a bit wary of jumping in the deep end with a dark brown, I think that this would be a really good place to start because it's not too dark, but it's definitely darker than just your average nude, and I think that it is such a pretty colour. And finally we have the darkest shade in the collection. This one's called Evil Twin, and this is a true dark brown. I mean, it's almost black. It is so pretty. I love shades like this at all times of year, but especially during winter time. I just love my dark shades, and this is going to get a lot of wear in the winter time from me. And those are all of the shades. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what your favourite shade is, and if you would buy any one of these, or if you have them, which ones do you have, or which ones would you get? And if you'd like to watch my last video, which was my skincare routine, you can click on it just there. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and you would like to see more from me, and follow me over my social media. Come and have a chat with me, and I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye!